Good morning, Europe. Thank you for starting your day with us. Here's a look now at Friday's top stories.
Russian forces have hit Kyiv and Chernihiv regions, areas that haven't been targeted in weeks, in an apparent new strategy by Moscow. Emmanuel Macron hosts Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Paris for a working dinner, with human rights and oil said to be on the menu. And along the Seine River, a little-known underground network is responsible for Europe's biggest urban cooling system.
Russian forces launched massive missile attacks on Ukraine's Kyiv and Chernihiv regions this Thursday, areas that haven't been targeted in weeks. Kyiv Regional Mayor Alexei Kuliba said on Telegram that a settlement in the Vyshgorod district of the region was targeted early in the morning. The explosions occurred before the visit of Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda, but were acknowledged by the Ukrainian president.
Russian terrorist troops support our holiday with an increase of rocket activity. Air raid sirens sounded many times in many Ukrainian cities today. In this situation, for me, it was very important to hear from the Lithuanian president that there will be more support for the Ukrainian armed forces in the future.
Ukrainian soldiers used self-propelled artillery as they continued their campaign aimed at pushing Russian forces further away from Ukraine's second-largest city of Kharkiv. The Russian Defense Ministry on Thursday released footage of Russian units carrying out mine clearing of what they describe as liberated settlements in the Kharkiv region. A Moscow court has fined the owners of social media services WhatsApp and Snapchat for their alleged refusal to put Russian users' data in servers physically on Russian soil. Snapchat has been found around $17,000, while WhatsApp Messenger, owned by Meta, was fined around $300,000. Separately, the Russian TV editor who interrupted a live news broadcast to protest against the Ukraine war, Russian journalist Marina Ovsyannikova, has appeared in court for the first hearing in a trial where she is accused of discrediting the army. And in another legal development, the Kremlin has indicated that it might be open to negotiating a prisoner swap with the United States involving American basketball star Brittany Griner. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Wednesday that Washington had offered Russia a deal which would bring Griner home, along with another jailed American, Paul Whelan.
This village in the northwest of Spain boasts that its name, Cariño, or darling in English, fits its description to host refugees from Ukraine. Olga arrived here on a work trip just 5 days before the Russian invasion. She returned home only to collect her 2 children.
I try to be more positive and bring this positive to our team, to my family, because we need to understand that your life is just right now and you can't go back to the past.
The company she works for connects customers with distributors of car spare parts. It opened in Ukraine 11 years ago and created a branch in Spain in 2020. At the beginning of the war, the management decided to relocate almost 80 of its workers.
Because of the help given by local people and all those who have provided for us, Ukrainians gradually opened up and now almost everyone feels better about being here. You can ask anyone, they will say this is like a second home for them.
Traditionally, this town was a place where people left to go and make a living in other towns and cities. But the Russian invasion of Ukraine is increasingly making it a welcome place.
Local businesses have also welcomed newcomers from the Ukraine with open arms. This restaurant has added to its staff, hiring 3 young women.
They came just at the right time, and to help each other out, I decided to take these girls on.
Today, 4,000 people live in Cariño, including about 100 from Ukraine. A change for a village in which the average age used to be over 50.
They bring freshness and they bring youth because the average age is quite low, and they bring the possibility of setting up their businesses.
The new residents and locals have something else in common. For Ukrainians, the 24th of August is their country's Independence Day, while in Karinyo, it's a day of celebration for the local patron saint.
Sevastopol in Crimea was once a popular seaside resort for Ukrainians. But after Moscow annexed the territory in 2014, it's Russians who enjoy summer holidays alongside the Black Sea. However, the war in Ukraine means tourists are steering clear of the peninsula, with visitors down a third compared to last year. But at just 300 kilometers from fighting in Ukraine, some families are still happy to take the risk.
The news said there were rumors of attempts to blow up the Crimean bridge, but they were prevented. Of course, this worries people, and many people are refusing to travel to Crimea.
Western sanctions mean many popular tourist destinations in Europe are off limits to Russians. So holidaymakers in Crimea have to put up with sunbathing accompanied by the sound of fighter jets flying overhead.
Everything is fine with us here. People don't come here because they're afraid. This is beneficial for some, but not for the Russian people.
As a resident of Sevastopol, I am very worried about these events. We used to be connected to Mykolaiv, Kherson and Odessa in Ukraine. We were family in a way.
For many, though, it's just another day in the sun and a chance to escape the world's troubles.
US President Joe Biden has tried to soothe Americans' worries about the strength of the economy after new data revealed it has shrank for the second straight quarter. Top White House officials have touted several positive facts about the US economy, such as employers still hiring and unemployment at a 50-year low.
Most economists and most Americans have a similar definition of recession: substantial job losses and mass layoffs, businesses shutting down, private sector activities slowing considerably, family budgets under immense strain, in sum, a broad-based weakening of our economy. That is not what we're seeing right now. When you look at the economy, job creation is continuing. Household finances remain strong. Consumers are spending and businesses are growing.
Democrats have said they will move forward with sweeping legislation to raise corporate taxes, lower healthcare costs and fight climate change. They hope this will combat inflation after gaining the surprise support from Senator Joe Manchin, who had objected previous offers.
I think that we've hit a balance. This is not a Democrat bill. This is not a Republican bill. This is an American bill.
Senators say the $739 billion package represents the single biggest investment in climate change in US history. The United States has denounced remarks made by Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban after the nationalist leader warned about the emergence of mixed-race peoples in a speech.
Individuals from this building have commented. Deborah Lipstadt, our special envoy, commented on this. She called these comments, she said she was deeply alarmed by this rhetoric. She made the point that rhetoric of this nature is inexcusable. In some 75 years after the end of the Holocaust.
Orban's remarks have sparked a storm of criticism at home and abroad. During a visit to Austria, he defended his statement as cultural views that should be seen in a Hungarian context. Viktor Orban calls himself an anti-immigration politician, but insists it's not rooted in racism. He's spoken about maintaining ethnic homogeneity in Hungary before, taking a hard line on immigration since 2015. The European Union, Jewish groups and academics have also condemned his latest comments.
You're watching Good Morning Europe. Do stay with us. Lots more to come on the programme.